Here is what you can do in order to improve the battery life on Redmi Note 15 Pro and Pro Plus. So in order to make sure that our battery can last longer, we can go to settings, and we're gonna start with battery settings, because in here we can of course find the battery mode, which can be set to balanced, battery saver, ultra battery saver, but also the performance mode. So naturally, the more we focus on the performance, the more battery will be used. If you choose performance mode, then naturally the phone will drain the battery quicker. And also at the same time, you can switch to battery saver to try to get more out of the battery at the cost of, for example, the performance of the device, but also some additional features like, for example, AOD. Of course, there is also the ultra battery saver, which adds you lots of time when needed, but it also reduces the capability of the phone. You can essentially use only a couple of apps, you don't have a wallpaper and widgets and so on and so forth. So this is how it looks like in terms of the battery mode. Of course, it is not really recommended to always use one of these modes, but only in situations where you actually need additional time because you don't have the option to charge your phone at a given moment, but only essentially then. Besides that, we have the battery protection, and it is recommended to use some form of battery protection, whether it is the standard battery protection or smart charging. I know that this can be quite annoying to use because the phone reduces battery charging to 80% most of the time, so sometimes you cannot fully charge to 100%, but it is just healthier for the battery to keep it that way. At least apparently that is the case. And speaking of the percentage of the battery, what you might also need to keep in mind is that the perfect battery percentage is between 20 and 80, which means that you start charging the battery when it reaches 20%, when it actually drops to 20%, and you stop at 80. This is why these protection options mention 80%. Of course, you don't have to be very strict all the time, but it is recommended to keep that in mind most of the time at least. Also, we have some additional features which might also be quite handy to use, like for example the 5G battery saver, the cold endurance mode, or maybe even the clear cache option when the phone is locked. But I think one of the coolest options in here is actually this one, a battery checkup. This allows you to add some time to the battery by turning off certain options which are suggested over here. We have some high power consumption options, like for example apps and that drain the battery. Also some features might appear over here, like in my case I have the automatic brightness, which actually is disabled and my phone suggests me to use it in order to save the battery. But also some other stuff, like for example the dark mode, always on display, it can be disabled, for example, location services and so on and so forth. And of course, individually, these options do not give that much time, but collectively, when I actually add everything in here, then it's gonna add lots of time. And of course, after that, we can press this button to turn these options off, which is, like I said, a pretty good way. Besides that, you can of course go to display and the brightness by yourself and change things up, which can be quite useful for the battery as well. Like for example, we can switch to the dark mode, we can enable the automatic brightness, and change the refresh rate to 60 Hz. I mean, I know I personally would not do that by myself. I mean, I really don't want to limit myself to 60 Hz, but since we are talking about improving the battery life, then of course I need to mention this. And besides that, we can also go, let's say, to personalization in order to turn off AOD. You can also turn off AOD notifications over edge lights as well. You can turn them off quite easily in here. And perhaps even fingerprint animations, why not? If we are talking about everything, then of course I can mention everything. If you have some additional stuff that is always running in the background, then naturally this increases the battery consumption as well. Like for example, animated wallpapers. While they are really cool, they also drain the battery, so sometimes you have to choose between that between the animated wallpaper or more battery, essentially. But yeah, it's up to you which one you choose, of course. And besides that, something that I want to mention is also in location. If you go to location services, you will find Wi-Fi and Bluetooth scanning. So these two options can also be disabled. They don't have to be enabled all the time, and they can actually save the battery just a little bit, but also might be quite significant at the same time. So yeah, I believe this is pretty much everything. Also, I can of course mention things like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, NFC, and so on and so forth, because obviously when they are on, they use the battery. So for example, if I don't use NFC at a given moment, if I don't have to use it, then I can turn it off. If I don't have any Bluetooth device connected at a given moment, I can turn it off as well. Only when I need it, I can just turn it on, of course. But other than that, it doesn't have to be enabled all the time. So something that you can keep in mind as well. And that is essentially it. You can also, of course, check the background apps from time to time to see if it's not running all the time, something that might drain the battery. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, of course, you need to keep in mind that if you perform tasks on your phone that are, let's say, demanding for the phone, like for example, gaming all the time, then of course the battery will be drained quickly. But I think I mentioned everything in this video that I wanted to mention. If there is something that I missed, then of course let me know in the comments so that other people can also find out what else they can do in order to improve the battery and reduce the battery aging process, of course. So thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe. And of course, if you're looking for guides for Redmi Note 15 Pro or Redmi Note 15 Pro Plus, be sure to check out my channel.